Lipids are a heterogeneous group of biological macromolecules with no common building block. The defining feature of lipids is that they are hydrophobic or insoluble in water. Lipids are the smallest of the four biological macromolecules. The function of lipids in cells is varied. Some lipids are critical components of the cell membrane. Other lipids are part of cell walls. Yet others are energy storage molecules. There are basically two types of lipids: simple lipids and compound lipids. Simple lipids are made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen molecules. Triglycerides and sterols are simple lipids. Compound lipids, on the other hand, are made of simple lipids to which some other component has been chemically attached. Phospholipids are examples of compound lipids. In these next PowerPoints, we will look at the different types of lipids. We will look at the simple lipids, triglycerides, and steroids or sterols. Compound lipids, we will look at the phospholipids, waxes, and lipopolysaccharides. We will start with fats or triglycerides, which are simple lipids. Triglycerides are made of two components: fatty acids and glycerol. 3 fatty acid molecules attach to each of the 3 carbons in a glycerol molecule. Fatty acids are hydrocarbon molecules which consist of long chains of carbons and hydrogens bonded to an acid group at the end. Glycerol is a 3-carbon compound with a hydroxyl group attached to each of the 3 carbons. So triglycerides are made of 3 fatty acids and 1 glycerol molecule. In a triglycerol dehydration synthesis, a glycerol molecule covalently bonds each of its carbons to one of 3 fatty acids, creating a triglyceride. Notice that the fatty acids in a triglyceride molecule can be of one of 2 forms. They can be saturated fatty acids or unsaturated fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids consist of chains of carbons bonded to as many hydrogens as the carbons can chemically hold. This produces a straight chain of hydrocarbons that can pack close to each other, creating a solid substance. Saturated fats or saturated fatty acids have a solid consistency. On the other hand, unsaturated fatty acids consist of a chain of carbons that have lost some of their hydrogens, creating a double bond between carbons. This makes the molecule kink or bend, creating a fatty acid chain which does not allow for close packing of molecules. Therefore, unsaturated fatty acids are going to have a fluid or oily consistency. In this example of a triglyceride depicted here, 2 of the triglyceride chains are saturated fatty acids, 1 is an unsaturated fatty acid. The unsaturated fatty acid will give the triglyceride an oily or fluid consistency. To recap, triglycerides are made of 3 fatty acid molecules attached to 1 glycerol molecule through a dehydration synthesis. Triglycerides are energy storage molecules. You should now be able to answer the following questions. What 2 types of molecules make up triglycerides? What is the difference between saturated and unsaturated fatty acids? Are triglycerides hydrophobic or hydrophilic? What is the function of triglycerides in cells?